What's up everybody, I'm Seth Fowler and today I'm reviewing the brand new Adidas Yeezy Boost 350 V2 Yecheil. First things first, just to get it out of the way you pronounce the name of this shoe is Yechiel. And the reason it's pronounced that way is because the name of the shoe is actually a Hebrew word that means may God live. However, there is something kind of interesting that I found when I was researching the name of this shoe and also the Hebrew word. The spelling is slightly different, and it's not a huge difference in spelling, it's literally just the I and the E switching places. To be honest, I'm not sure what the significance of the spelling is, or even if it has any significance at all, but I just thought I'd point it out. Also, just to clarify, it's not Yechiel, it's not Kanye's name mashed together with the Hebrew word. I mean, I'm sure Kanye picked the name Yechiel because it looks very similar to the word Yeezy, so I totally get why people think that, but just to clarify, it is Yechiel and not Yechiel. Which, to be fair, I was calling it that too, so I'm just as much in the wrong as everybody else. This brand new Yeezy dropped today, December 20th, for a retail price of $220. And as far as new 350 colorways go, this is nuts. And I like it. I've been complaining for months about 350 colorways and how they're all so similar to each other, and it seems like finally at the end of 2019, we're getting a crazy colorway. A lot of people have been saying that this shoe kind of looks like a What the 350, and I honestly would agree with them. Throughout the upper, you can see a lot of different colorways of a lot of different Yeezys. I don't think that this shoe was specifically designed to be a mashup of all those colorways, but I do like how they're sort of callbacks to some of the previous 350 V2s. So jumping into the shoe itself, you've got your standard Yeezy Boost 350 V2 Prime Knit upper. The Prime Knit itself is exactly the same as all the other 350 V2s. The construction stays exactly the same as well. But what has changed, obviously, is the colorway and the fact that they threw more than like 3 colors on the upper of this shoe. The base color of this shoe or this colorway seems to be a solid black, like what we had on the black 350 V2s that just restocked. Then just around the tip of the toe, woven in with the black, you've got some of that neon green that you find on the Glow 350s. The medial side of the shoe does seem to keep things relatively simple. You do have only 2 colors, a tan and a black woven together, and while the actual pattern itself is not simple, the fact that there's only 2 colors is a lot simpler than the lateral side. Moving back on the bottom half of the lateral side, you've got some of that tan and black knit that you found on the medial side, and then just above that you've got your semi-translucent black mesh stripe that runs almost the entire length of the lateral side. Unlike some of the previous Yeezy colorways, you can't really see through this stripe very clearly, so changing the color of your socks doesn't really change the aesthetic of the shoe like it would on some of the previous pairs. And then just above the stripe, on the top half of the lateral side, you've got some of that blue knit that you found on the Cloud White 350s, and then this brand new maroon color, which I don't think we've seen on any other pairs. I mean, it could be a very similar shade of red to what was used on the SPLY 350 text on some of the previous pairs, but again, I don't think this is specifically a What the colorway, so it could just be a brand new shade of red that they're using. Moving up the center of the shoe, you've got that signature exposed Yeezy stitching, and then weaving through the upper, you've got these black rope laces with 3M. Then moving inside the sneaker, you've got this light tan color that was used on the medial side of the sneaker, except it's solid and it covers the entire sock liner of the shoe. The insole of the shoe comes in that same tan color with the Adidas and Yeezy branding printed onto it in sort of a light brown. As for sizing, this 350 V2 fits just like every other pair of 350 V2s. Most people recommend going up half a size because these shoes do fit a little bit narrow. However, usually I buy my shoe true to size and just take out the insole. It just depends on your preference. With 350 V2s, if you're unsure, it doesn't hurt to go up half a size. However, if you've never tried on a pair of 350 V2s before, I would definitely suggest trying on a pair to make sure you're grabbing the right size for you. Then moving around to the back of the shoe, you'll notice that there's no pull tab like there is in some of the previous 350 V2s, and instead you'll find this solid black line that ends abruptly on the medial side. And then finishing off the upper, just above and below that, you've got some more of the blue and green Prime Knit. And then moving down on the shoe, you've got the signature 350 V2 midsole in semi-translucent black rubber. Inside the midsole, you've got a full-length boost cushion which feels great underfoot and makes this sneaker very comfortable. And then rounding off the sneaker, you've got a black outsole with cut-throughs to the boost. The Yeezy Boost 350 V2 Yechiel is one of the best 350 V2s to drop this year. And the reason I say that, even though the construction of this shoe is basically identical to some of the previous pairs, the colorway is finally something different. We're getting something very colorful and very out there, which is something we don't usually expect from a pair of Yeezys. But other than that, the 350 V2 is a solid sneaker, it's very comfortable, and if you don't yet have a pair, this is not a bad colorway to pick up. But now I would love to know your thoughts on the Yeezy Boost 350 V2 Yechiel, and whether you grabbed a pair for yourself or whether you're planning to grab a pair for resale. So let me know in the comment section down below. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't yet, and I'll see you all in the next one.